Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming on. This is the Santuck Man on Podbean Live, Fisherman's View on Life. Hope you all are having a great day. This is me coming back to you, talking about the amount of family members I got sending me hellos. My fishing expedition is working. By my fishing, I mean I go in here and I find my relatives, excuse me, and I send them hellos. I find out what side of the family they on. I send them hellos and tell them to say hey back to me and give me a call. Few call. I've met one. My cousin Iva Johnson. Met her. It's something. Let me see. I got Eric Brown. He is my fourth cousin. We share that third great grandparent. He's on my mom's side. See if I said hello to him or not. I didn't. Hello today, cousin. Yep. So I sent him a hello. Don't know where he at. He's 7 years younger than me. So he's 52. I'm 59. Hello, cousin Eric Brown. So anybody know anybody named Eric Brown? Tell him his cousin is looking for him on Podbeam Live. Fisherman's View on Life. He's my fourth cousin on my mother's side, and he was active in the last day. So, hello. Then I got Dana Magnum. She sent me a message. I said hello to her. I sent her a big hello. Think I did. Dana. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Look for red and white rooster. Mm. Fifth cousin, West Haven, Connecticut. Dana Magnum, mom's side of the family. Mom's side of the family. Patricia Oates sent you a message. All it says is hello. We gotta see who Patricia Oates is. Patricia Oates. Oates. Fourth cousin. 100% Caucasian. Mom's side. Mom's side. Fourth cousin. With love. Give me a call. This has been paying off. This has been paying off to the max. This has been paying off to the max. Patricia Oates. Now that shouldn't be a popular last name, right? OCHS. Well, damn. I thought there was. I thought, how could OCHS be popular and Patricia every last one? Holy cow! So yeah, you on here? Wow. Mm. Hmm. Let's see. Well, I sent her a hello and give me a call. So, and I tried to find you on Facebook. OCHS, right? OCHS. Yeah. Ouch. Shit. Ouch. Well, that didn't work out. Let's see who else sent me a message or got connected. Me and Patricia Oates, yeah. We got Darian. See what Darian got to say. St. Paul, Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota. Sent him a hello on the 29th of July. So now it is the 27th of August. Hello today, cousin. Let's see what side. West side, your mom's side. West side, the best side. Round and round, round and round. West side. Dana Magnum. Oh, let's see if I can find you on Facebook. Dana Magnum. just won. What? Hello, cuz. Hello, today, cousin. Hmm. Hey, LMS. How you doing? How you doing there, LMS? Would you like to come on and speak? Let's get on here and chat about my family. Oh yeah? Sent the invite. Come on here. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I am in the United States. Where you at?
I'm here in the UK.
You in the UK?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What you do up there in the UK?
What do I do? I'm involved in support work.
Support work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a barber and a teacher of barbering and cosmetology,
Oh,
a-
I see.
and a retired Navy guy. And I'm getting.
Oh,
I was stationed in Italy for two
uh-huh.
years. I didn't
Uh-huh.
get a
When
chance
was
to go to the UK. I went to France, Spain, uh, Turkey, Greece. I hit a German port somewhere, and it was just a lot of ops. I was a busy man.
I see. So when was this?
I joined the Navy in '81. I was in Italy in '81 to '84.
Oh my goodness, 4 years. How did you find it?
It's beautiful, but I didn't get to live the Italian life. You know, I was sheltered militarily. You know, I didn't live off the economy. I lived within it.
Right. So
So
how do you Americans live it? Because you're in the Navy. I mean, did you have what is it? A compound that you all stayed in?
no, we lived in a like a dormitory.
Oh, I see. What was this? Was it on board the ship or was it on
No,
some?
we was on land. I used to work on the ship, and when knockoff came, we would go to shore,
I see. So
and I
what
go live
part were you?
in like a barracks,
Oh, I see. So what
and
part
we
were
could,
you in?
huh?
What part of Italy?
I was in Sardinia.
Oh, I see. That's a small island, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I used to drive
Hmm.
the craft from one part of the island to the other, dropping off passengers, the workers for the ship, the crew for the ship. They had to get picked up in the morning, so I had to drop them off.
Right. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
If this was on video, I'd make you laugh. But I'm not just good looking. I have some skills.
Mm-hmm. You must have definitely. So where else were you? You said it's Turkey,
Yeah,
France.
I left Italy in '84,
Yeah.
and I went to Japan,
Oh my
Sas-
goodness.
Sasebo, Japan,
So
and
was
I
that
was
with
over.
was
Huh?
that with the Navy or was that by?
Yeah, yeah, the Navy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So you went Italy, left, then the Navy was what? I mean, Japan was what, 85?
'84,
84. And how long were you there for?
2 years.
My goodness. So what part of Japan was that?
I was in Sasebo, Japan.
Uh-huh. So that was a different contrast. How?
That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, they small. Everything was small, man, you know? You had to deal with small buildings, small restaurant chairs, small apartments. I was like, oh my goodness.
So
I
out of the,
hated it. I
but
hated it.
but out
I
of the
didn't
good,
and it was very expensive.
but you're in the Navy, so you went out to do shopping?
Yeah, yeah, we could go out in town. But the stuff didn't fit me. I'm a big American. They're small Japanese. I couldn't
That's
fit
it.
nothing. I
That's
tried to
it.
buy a pair of shoes there and almost crippled myself.
Uh-huh.
Just
Right.
tight.
So
I was just like, oh my God, get these
mm,
off my feet.
did you get to go to the capital?
No, I was by
Oh.
Tokyo. I was over in Yokohama.
Oh, I see.
I
That's
went to
isn't that where
Yokohama. Huh?
isn't that where the bombs were dropped?
No, that's Nagasaki and
Oh, I
Hiroshima.
see. Oh, I see.
Mm,
Because it sounds almost similar, though, doesn't it?
mm.
So,
But
so,
yeah, I was there and I toured all of the Far East. And I went from
mm,
there to Korea, Thailand, Hong Kong, Philippines. Went to the Philippines 15 times.
that was in with the Navy as well.
Yeah, that
My
was from
goodness.
84 to 86.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, what going back forth was it?
We was doing ops.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, what when you say you're doing ops, you're doing operation. Is that sensitive operation or?
It was military operations. We used to
Uh
do
huh. I
uh,
see.
amphibious operations, and where we load the marine gear up and we take
Mhm.
it off by boat and we put it on the beach. Put the Marines on the beach so they can go assault the beach. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
You
like the
know what?
D-Day, Normandy.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Because you went. I mean, what was the whole purpose of the Americans being in all this country? There's no war, so
I
you know.
don't I don't deal with that. I was getting a paycheck to be a part of it.
Okay.
It was a job, like you a support job. I
Mhm.
was doing the job. I was supporting
Mhm.
them. Whoever made the decision to go do it, hey, let's go. You
Mhm.
feel
I
me?
see. So yeah.
Then
So
I
you did.
left there and I went to the East Coast
Yeah.
and I went to Maine. You ever heard of Maine? New England,
Yeah. Mhm.
Boston,
Yeah.
yeah, Newport, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over there from 86 to 90.
To from 86, 80. Oh, 86.
Yeah, from
So
86 to
okay.
90.
So when did you leave the Navy then?
When did I leave the Navy?
Mm.
I left the Navy in 2003. I retired after 22 years.
Wow. My
Yeah.
goodness. So how long were you in the Maine for?
I was up in Maine area for Maine, Rhode Island area for 4 years.
Right. So where are you now? Where are you
Uh,
now
I'm
based?
in Virginia.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
I retired in 2003 and I'm
mm-hmm.
here now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're a barber? A
I'm
barber
a
now?
barber instructor and a cosmetologist instructor.
So what does a cosmetologist do?
Do you go to the stylist, get your hair blow dried, curled?
No, not anymore.
Well, that's what us cosmetologists do. They cut your hair, they style your hair, they blow dry your hair, they make you look almost as good as me, then they charge you.
Right. So you're using the word cosmetologist. It's usually a hairdresser, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Okay. But you
Hairdresser,
could.
cosmetologist, stylist, same thing.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Okay. All right then. Okay. So do you own your own saloon or?
No, good help is so hard to find. I'm on call for people. I have a mobile business where you call me, I come to your hotel, come to your office, come to your house, come to your garage, come to your girlfriend's house. I won't tell the wife. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wha-
So when did you
Huh?
start this one?
Huh?
When did you start this one, the mobile one?
I've had it for about 10 years.
My goodness. So
Yeah.
it really must be quite good.
Yes.
And you're earning living from it.
Not a living. I earn a side dollar. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
retired from the Navy, so I got a good pension coming in.
I see.
So it ain't that I'm relying on it. I just like it. And I got a
Okay.
wife,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and I got
So
a
it's
side chick. So the side chick need a little couple dollars. You know what I mean?
uh-huh. See,
Yeah.
so this is something that you like.
What, the wife and the side chick or the mobile business?
Well, I'm speaking from the mobile business because you've done it for 10 years.
Yes, there's a great need for it, but you can't get people to work. There's a whole lot of people. I don't know what it's like in the UK, but here there's a whole lot. We call them bootleggers. You know what a bootlegger is?
Now tell me.
A bootlegger is a person that have the skills but don't have the license.
Right. So do
Yeah,
you
so
need
he can be. We call them we call them bootleggers when they just do hair, right?
a mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we call them shade tree mechanics when they can do everything.
Right. So do you need a license for what you're doing?
Yes, I'm a business. I
Right.
generate income. I got write-offs. That's a business. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not just good looking and making you
Mm-hmm.
good looking. I'm a business.
Right.
So
So
we
you
we
actually need a license to be a hairdresser?
yeah, I had to go to school for 2,000 hours
Yeah.
of training to be a barber, and
Mm-hmm.
then a barber instructor. Total of
So
2,000 hours.
right. Is this mandatory?
Yeah, in the states, yeah.
Well, it's not that's this is news for me. It's not mandatory in the UK for you to be a hairdresser. Anybody can just go there and just get a job and
Go there and
you're a
get a job.
hairdresser.
No skills. Just I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah,
Don't
well
have
any
a clue. I
okay,
haven't
any
been trained nothing. Just go into a barber shop and also I got clippers. I can cut hair. Y'all like that over there?
yes. Yes.
Holy cow, Batman. That is just way wrong.
Yeah, yes, anybody. You don't need any qualifications to be a hairdresser here. Anybody can do it. You just go to the shop, get yourself a hairdresser. Turn any shop into a hairdressing shop, and that's it. There's no license here.
No license, no schooling.
No, absolutely none. If you want to go,
Absolutely none. What
if you
about
want
for
to go
being a
to,
chef? Can you do the same thing for being a chef?
well, yes, you can. Anybody can be a chef, but if you want, you can own your own chef. But if you want to work for somebody else, they would like you to have gone through training.
Right. But it ain't mandatory.
No.
No, it ain't mandatory to be a chef here. You can call yourself a chef or a cook, whatever.
Mm. So how was
But
the lockdown for you? How did you manage?
well, I was continuously working. I work on base, and so I was continuously working. The military had to have haircuts. The Navy allowed you to grow your hair for a month, and there was a whole bunch of hippies. Then there was a big influx, like 6 months into it. They was like, at least go get a haircut. Keep your mask on. Go get a haircut.
Right.
But
So you were still working for the Navy when you were
yeah,
doing your
yeah. I was working for the
okay.
Marine Corps.
Okay. So were you working for outside as well? In other people? Anybody?
I could do retirees and their
What do you got?
dependents, but I
Okay.
had to do the Marines first.
Right. So what do you have a contract with them, or how did they
The
get
the
you?
owner of the place do. I work for a company that has a
Right.
contract.
Oh, I see.
Mm. One thing about having a license is you can go to any state and you got a job in the U.S. But for
I
y'all, it's the
see.
same. You can go to any part of the UK and just set up shop, and you're a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's amazing. I'm
Because
offended. I'm
yeah.
offended. I'm offended.
Because I had no idea that you needed license to work as a hairdresser where you are in America. I didn't know.
Yeah, but I'm offended that because that's not right. You need to have some understanding of sanitation, and you need to have some understanding of practical chemical application because both of those are just wrong chemical on the hair can cause baldness. It can you can be bald forever. I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm going, holy cow, man. This is just wrong. Every time you comb your head, you got a ton of hair falling out.
That's right. But in
Mm.
Europe, it's completely different from where you are. I also heard that estate agents, what are they called? Retailers. They need license as well.
What? Retailers?
I mean, estate agents, realtors. Are they called realtors that you call them?
Realtors?
Realtors. Do they need license?
Yeah.
Right. Because they're called estate agents here.
They're what?
Estate agents. They call them
Estate
estate agents.
agents.
Yeah, that's what they're called here.
And they ain't got to go to school for no training how to sell a house?
No.
What you do? It's one you got to just go down to the same office. Everybody got to go to the same office and say I sold my house. How does it work?
Well, as I said, as anybody, he can buy a shop, buy a business, turn it into an estate agent. You do not need the license, not here, and you don't have to undergo any training. Practically speaking, in Europe, you do not need a license. Anybody can just open up their own estate agent. I know that you do where you are, but it doesn't happen here in Europe. It's a free for all for anybody.
So how do you no. So and it's called an estate agent.
Estate agent.
Yeah, and they can go and buy and sell real estate.
Yes.
Ain't got no training.
No.
And how do they get paid?
Well, as any, quite simply, a person comes to your estate agent, your business, you show them a property, they have a solicitor, and then that's how they exchange contracts and they pay.
Wow. No, we got to go to school. You got to take a 200 question test. You got to pass it with at least a 80% grade, and it costs like $500 to take the test. So if I come to the UK, if I come to the UK,
Yeah,
I can just go rent me a shop and turn it into a business without a
absolutely.
license.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
There's no license for many things here. The only thing that you need a license is for if you want to be a doctor, um,
Yeah.
a dentist, you do need a license. You have to be registered. And
Mm.
if you want to be a nurse, you want to be a
Mm.
trained nurse, you have to be trained and registered. But for
Mm.
many things, you don't need a license at all. Anybody
Mm.
can just go out there, open up a state agent. There's no license required.
Mm.
Um, do a hairdresser. You don't need any license at all. Most things in Europe, there's no license whatsoever. Only if it's professional things, then you
Well,
need a
hair
license.
licensing, hairstyling is professional. I'm dealing with
No, it's
chemicals on your head. I
no
got
in your
sharp tools around your head.
okay. In Europe, it's not professional.
What? I am offended. I am offended. No way. How could you not? How could you not call hairdressing professional when nobility was dictated by your hair
Right, but in Europe, you're not. What you
in
have in Europe,
Europe?
Okay, in Europe, what you have the people like Vidal Sassoon,
Yeah.
which is described because he's done qualifications, he's done training, so he's got his certified shops. But in general speaking, when you go to down to the shop, go to the hairdresser shop, any hairdresser shop, they're not called professional people. You're just a hairstylist, you're just a hairdresser. You're not a professional person. When you become professional, they say you have to be like Vidal Sassoon. You have to be like a person called Nikki Clark. You have to be there for about 20 years, and you have won trophies, entered competitions. Then they say you're a professional person. But in true estate, no hairdresser. A person who's a hairdresser here in Europe, you're not professional, and sometimes they even look down on you.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Wow. Are you there?
I'm here.
I'm in shock. I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. That's just wrong. We are professionals.
I know you are. But in Europe, hairdressing is not considered a professional job.
You know, I went to look for a state job. We got what they call um, I can't even think of it. But we got a training school for the kids that didn't want to act right. So they went to this special school, right? And they
Yeah,
gave you a trade. You can go there, become a welder. You can go be a brick mason, carpenter, engineman, nurse, dental assistant, stuff like that, right?
yeah,
So I called up there and I said, Job Corps. That's what it's called. Job Corps. I called up to the Job Corps. I said, gave him my name and I gave him my credentials. I said, I'm the instructor of barbering and cosmetology, and I would like to know if you all are looking for any instructors to teach any of your barbering and cosmetology vocational classes. Right?
okay,
The guy said, "Oh no, barbering and cosmetology are not jobs. We don't think they are worthy of this school." And I cursed him out. I called him all kinds of dirty, nasty names. And I told him, I said, I bet you got a haircut. I bet your boss got a haircut. I bet everybody in the school got their hair done somewhere. So how is it not a vital job for society? How is that not vital? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I was really perturbed by their thought process of barbering and cosmetology. Because there are girls. Do you know who Paul Mitchell is? You ever heard of Paul Mitchell?
Is he a hairdresser?
Yeah. And
Well,
he has you ever heard of Patron tequila?
no,
Well, Patron tequila is owned by Paul Mitchell.
no.
And it's the number one selling tequila brand in America. I don't know if it's worldwide, but in the States,
So
Patron is
what's that? Is that a drink or what is it?
it is tequila. Look it up. Patron. Patron. Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And tequila should be banned. You should ban tequila.
So tell me, what is tequila? I mean, is it a drink or?
Yeah. It's a Mexican liquor.
Oh, right. I've heard of it then. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
alcohol expensive over there?
Oh my God.
How
What we've
much would
done,
a how much would a pint cost of
right? What
tequila?
Right. What happens now here in the UK is that you can actually buy, you've got what's called as you've got Walmart. It's not called Walmart here, but it's called Asda
Mm,
Walmart. And you've got the supermarkets. So all drink, bottles of drink, cans is all sold in the supermarket. So nowadays you can go to the supermarket, you can buy you can buy a drink in a can or in a bottle. Previously, we used to go to the pub and buy
mm,
things get all these pints in the pub. So look, because of this lockdown, a lot of the pubs have closed. So today, nowadays in England, you don't need to go to the pub anymore. You just go to the supermarket, buy 2 pints of lager, and you can get it in a bottle. And now you can actually get lager in a can as well, and it's very cheap. It's not
mm,
expensive.
mm. Well, I don't drink. I don't drink.
Mhm.
I find it useless.
Mhm. I see.
Yeah. Alcohol make the average woman look like she's a superstar. So I don't want to get lied to and pay for it too. You know what I
Mm. I understand you.
mean? Have you ever done a DNA test?
DNA. No.
You ever did the ancestry thing on?
No.
No,
No. No. I don't want to. No.
you don't want to.
No.
Do you know all of your fam? Do you know your father's and mother's family?
What do I know? No,
Huh?
I don't. No, because I was adopted.
You was adopted?
Hmm.
Wow. I have 5,000 family members, right?
Like, right.
And I have contacted about 600 of them.
Uh
And
huh.
of that 600, 37 have been adopted.
Uh huh.
And I just met one in about 20 minutes away from me.
Uh huh.
And she was adopted. She was my fourth cousin. Her and her brother was adopted together by this family, and
Mhm.
they was raised in Minneapolis.
Uh huh.
And now she lives in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mhm. So
And
how did
we
you
we
find them
chatted
through
for a minute.
Did you find them through this DNA ancestry?
Yeah,
I see.
check
Mhm.
this out. I had a cousin. She told me, she said my father was in the military and he got out and he came back home. I think she said down in Alabama or Georgia somewhere. She said he came back home and he came back and got his third cousin out of high school. She was like in the 11th grade. Got her out of high school, took her to New York, Manhattan, New York, married her, and had 9 kids with his third cousin. This is her father now.
Mhm.
And then she said he had 9 kids with the next door neighbor as well.
My goodness. Did he marry the next door neighbor?
No, he just had 9 kids with her. She
So
said
what
we
was
was raised up together. I was like, no. She's like, yeah.
so what was she his girlfriend?
hmm
What about the wife?
The wife knew it. The wife was aware of it. He didn't try to hide it. He had the next door neighbor pregnant.
Was she married or by herself?
She was by herself.
Oh, I see.
And she said hello to him, and that was it. He
My
said, you got to
goodness.
fix me breakfast too. What? I have I never had a blood granddaddy. I only had a
Uh-huh.
step grandfather, right?
Yeah.
And my grandfather, His story is way worse than the one I just told you. Let me tell
Mm-hmm.
you his story now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
His father, his grandfather, rather, was married to this one woman, and he had like 5 kids with her, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So one day she died,
Okay.
left him with 5 kids, right?
Yeah.
She had a middle sister. He went and got the middle sister. Had 4 kids with the middle sister. She died, right?
Okay.
Middle sister had a younger sister. He went and got the younger sister. He had 4 kids with the younger sister till she died. And he died by himself. But the man had 12 kids with 3 sisters.
So he went from sister to sister.
He went from sister to sister.
Well, they all live in the same house.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But, and check this out. I met one of the cousins that told me about it. She said it was rumored that he had kids with sisters. I said, "Yeah, you're my cousin." I heard the same story. I heard the same story. I said, you don't hear that story and it not be true. And two people who have never met hear the same story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a true story.
Hmm.
True story, man. And I'm going, and the most amazing part, um, he had 6 kids with my grandmother, my mom's mother. My
Okay.
mom is the
Yeah.
last of the first 6 kids my grandmother had, right?
Yeah.
She had 5 or 6 baby daddies
Mm-hmm.
with, so she had 6 kids, right?
Yeah.
My mom was the last. So
Okay.
my step granddad was the only one to marry my grandmother. So he married my grandmother with 5 kids, 5 or 6 kids, by 5 or 6 different men, right?
Right. Okay.
And he gave her 6 kids on top of that. So I think she had 5 kids because she only had 11. So he gave her 6 kids on top of that. So my grandmother had a total of 11 kids, and those last 6 kids, all of them had something wrong with them. They shake. All of them now just shake, shake. They got like the Parkinson shake.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened on his side, on my step granddaddy's side of the family, but it could have been some inbreeding in there somewhere.
Yeah, genetically kind of illness. They say that these Indian people, that a lot of the Indians that they have this genetically type of illnesses because they too are marrying their relatives as well.
Yeah. I was talking to a guy in 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 in, in India,
Yeah.
and I was asking him, do he go outside of his hometown? And he said, no, he don't travel. He's been there all of his life, and he's like 27 years old. I said, do you date? He said, yeah, I tried that to date around here and there. I said, do you know all of your mothers and fathers people that live in that area? He said, no. Then I proceeded to tell him about my story of how I almost dated my father's great niece, who lived in my hometown 2 miles away from me that I grew up in, and I never knew she existed. And when I was home after I retired at the Navy, I ran into her as a hairstylist. She came to get her hair done at the school I was teaching at, and we got to talking, and I just so happened to ask where was she from, and she told me, and she mentioned my hometown. I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Where?" She told me the area. I said, "Who your people?" She said, "Larry Harris." I said, "Well, hello, cousin. That's my father, nephew. You are my cousin." She was my second cousin. Didn't even know she existed. So the greater the chances of you staying in one place and not knowing your family members and being adopted is even. I wouldn't date nobody with my brain. I wouldn't date nobody until I get a DNA because I you don't know who your family are. You don't. Do you know
Right.
if you had brothers and sisters?
Yes, yes.
So you know where they are.
Well, no.
You got kids.
No, I don't. No.
I don't
No.
have any kids either,
Mhm.
but I have a ton of nieces and nephews.
Mhm. Mm.
I have a total of 5,000 family members, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Those are the registered ones. They have
Mm.
brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and
Mhm.
grandparents and uncles, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So I'm up to 30, 40,000 people just off the 5,000 that I know I have.
Yeah.
So if I had kids out and you sending your kid off to college,
Mm.
they need to know who their family members are.
Right. Are you ever afraid of this DNA ancestry? Because you do know that the American government use, I know the police use it in America when they go to DNA ancestry.
Look,
They use
I
it
was
when they,
I was in the military. Let me tell you,
yeah,
I was in the military.
yeah,
So I am in CODIS already. I was in CODIS about the 12th year of military.
yeah,
So it doesn't bother me that the 23andMe, Ancestry, whomever want to do it, me. Um, it doesn't bother me. I'm not a criminal.
mm-hmm,
Criminals should be concerned about it.
mm,
Or this is what they should say: we can't use this in a criminal finding. So they had to go to another route. But I don't. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It just blowing me away to have family. This is the big picture. The more people you have that you can get along with, you can bear the burdens of life. Imagine if you had a big house. Let's say you had a 5 bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, and you needed a little bit extra money coming in.
yeah,
So let's say you had family members in the area that had kids that was off to college. They can tell you, they say, cousin, I can come and live in the house. I'm gonna respect your rules. I ain't gonna have no boys. Ain't gonna be drinking. Ain't gonna be partying. Ain't gonna be doing blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
I'm gonna be a guest of your home and respectful cousin and blah. So you have 3 bedrooms that you can rent out for $500 each. That's
yeah,
$1,500, right?
mm-hmm,
Your mortgage might not be but 17. So now you got somebody else paying your mortgage. And that's
yeah,
family.
uh-huh,
But you don't know you got family in the area without DNA. I have the area that I'm living in right now, Virginia
yeah,
Beach. I
mm-hmm,
have 40 family members in this area.
mm,
And I have been here for 20 years
mm-hmm,
and don't know any of them.
uh-huh.
That's not good, is it?
So do you know them now?
No. They won't even
Oh,
say hello on 23andMe. Won't even recognize me as a family member. I have been the only one saying hello and get nothing back. Nothing.
right. Do you know why they treat you like this?
I ask. I'm like, why do you even bother to spend? Because I just paid $200. So I had to pay $200 just to find out who I was, right? So they
Yeah.
had to pay the same 200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I got to do it and I'm going through all of these steps to try to get some doggone connection with family, then why don't they say hello? I did my part. I said hello. They won't say hello back. I don't know. So if they don't like me, cool.
Do they all know each other?
It ain't the point that we don't know each other. I tell them up front, I don't want nothing from you. I'm just trying to say hello. If I can say hello just to get to break the ice, let my kids know they got relatives in the area, because my kids, your kids, gonna grow up and not know each other, and they could date, very well date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have a date in within your relative family. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't want that. So this is the main reason why I'm doing it. Let everybody know where I'm at. Let everybody know they got family out here. And let all the people know as much as possible about each other. I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing. Got a house, just sold it, getting ready to go chill out. I'm cool. Right? So I'm cool. But I would really love to have people that I'm related to just say, hey man, hey, how you doing? Send me a picture. Say hey to my kid, man. This is my kid. Say, hey kid, this is your cousin, man. We just meeting. Hey, how you doing? You know?
Hmm. Do you send them? So, what do you do for Christmas? Do you ask them to come and see you, or?
No, no. I ain't asking for nothing. We ain't gotta leave the house to see each other. You know? Just
Hmm.
get on the internet. Find me on Zoom and let's chat. I'll put my computer up and say, hey, I'm at my nephew's house. This is your cousin nephew right here. This is the cousin. Tell the cousin, say hey to the cousin. And we just sit and chat with the computer. Hey, how you doing? Show some family photos. Send some family photos. Follow each other on Facebook. You follow strangers on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Why not follow family? Think about it. If you had a child and she was going off to college, and you saw that you had wherever college she was going to, one up in London, one in France, doesn't matter. You did your DNA test, and you saw that you had a third or fourth cousin there, or several of them, like I do. Like I got people 40 here in Virginia, 100 in Atlanta, right? Atlanta, Georgia. You ever heard of Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
got 100 family members down there, never heard of, right? But if I had a child going to Atlanta and I had that many family members and she was going or he was going off to school, I would say, hey, contact your family members, let them know that you're in town. They can probably give you a Sunday dinner so they can sit around and talk about the family. You can update them on the family so you ain't out in
Hmm.
the streets with crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Or they can be doing good and say, "Hey, cousin, let me show you how we make this bread," right? And you
Yes.
can get in good with your cousins. You can be a worker bee for your cousin. They could be a car shiner, shoe shiner, chicken wing place, barbecue place. They can have their own apartment buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can hire you to help them, and you got a job. That way,
Hmm.
ease the tension on your parent
Hmm.
to
Yeah.
know they got family hooking your child up. My
Hmm.
mother would just die every time I would leave the house to go
Yeah.
to France, go
Hmm.
fly to Germany, go fly to Italy, go fly to Spain, go drive to here. She would just die every day, and she would just die. I got to the point where I wouldn't tell her I was coming home. I would call her like 5 minutes away from home and see if she was there. She was there, I would just sneak in and say, hey. And she would cuss me out. Don't do that. I'd be worried. And I said, that's why I don't tell you. Don't be worried. But if you got family, you can ease that worry. Now, I ain't saying all family is gonna be great. So you gotta look at family sideways just like you gotta do a stranger. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
So, but it will help the lives of many if you can connect. If you had that extra hand, it is never, 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 never what you know. It is always who you know. Always. That will get you to the next step. Guarantee you 100 million times a year. If you try it, you will have 100% success by just knowing a bunch of the right people that you're trying to get what you were looking for. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Mm.
So I don't care about degrees. I don't care about certifications. All I care about is connectivity.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Connectivity. You need to connect. And once you connect, you're in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All your worries will start dissipating. You'll be like,
Mm.
holy cow.
Mm.
I ain't
So
gotta worry about that.
yeah, so
Holy
I've
cow.
yeah, when I was listening to you about the Navy, because many businesses collapse. So I saw, when you said that as barber,
Mm-hmm.
your hairstylist, I've just listened to you that you've connected with the Navy, so it supplies you with your customers. So you did not suffer like all the
No.
other businesses that had suffered and
Right.
during this lockdown.
Right. But I didn't suffer, but barbers in general did. They closed a lot of
Yes.
the barbershops. Barbershops
Mm-hmm.
went to strictly by appointments, no waiting. So they lost a lot of business. They were down for about the first 8 months, and then they started allowing them to come back up. Gotta wear your mask. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here inside the UK, the shops, this barber started picking up just this year because the lockdown, um, it was going on and off and off, and it's only recently this year that the shops of the barber shops and the hairdressers they've opened up.
Mm,
But some of them have just. I was just walking down the road, quite about two or three that were
mm,
regular. They've
mm,
closed.
mm. Yeah, we got a lot of abandoned buildings here, man. The small towns are really suffering. You got to drive 20 miles. That's like 10 kilometers to get to wherever you need to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That back and forth, and that's a long way. You can't buy ice cream and take it home. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's been melted.
Hmm. Do you have anything called business rate?
What that mean?
Well, business rate means that you've got a council. You know the council?
Hmm?
The council?
City council.
The council. Do you have a council?
Yeah.
Okay. So business rate means that you pay the council money for you having a business. Do you have that?
Yeah, we pay taxes. We call it business taxes.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. Let me use this one. The business taxes. Who do you pay this one to?
To the state.
Okay. Right.
Each
Okay. Let me.
state differs. Like I'm in Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia differs from Tennessee. Tennessee differs from Georgia. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah. So every state has a different. So I mean.
Mm.
So how do you pay? So how do you? So you pay it to the state. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many taxes do you pay? Do you pay one tax or
No, I
you
got
have?
a. I pay state tax, federal tax. Then I got to do local business tax. Well, I had to pay
Okay.
for my license. Then I had to do a health inspection tax.
Okay. I
Mm.
see. So the health is, oh my goodness. So where does the health inspection tax come from? Does that come from the government, from the local government who
Yeah,
sends somebody around to
it's the
check
health
your?
department.
Okay, all right then.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
got to go through the health department to make sure I don't have any communicable diseases and that I have sanitation understandings and I practice safe sanitation.
Did they give you a certificate?
Yeah.
Okay then. Oh, the same thing here as well. What we
Hmm.
do here. But is that regularly or once a year?
Once a year. And I got to
Okay.
go renew every year.
Oh, I see. So is this compulsory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Then in the UK, it's not compulsory at all.
Mm.
What happens in the UK is that the council, the state, local government, if they want to, they regularly inspect your shop, your premises, but you do not pay them. They come free because you've paid something now called council tax or business
Mm-hmm.
rate. So they come unexpected and they inspect you. If your
Mm.
business is good, they'll give you a certificate. Now the certificate depends on what type of business you're running. If you're
Mm-hmm.
running a restaurant, they'll give you a certificate. But if you're running any other type of business, there's no certificate.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least they got some type of inspection. I just don't
Oh,
understand how you don't go to barbering school or cosmetology school.
absolutely no. What you can do, in Europe is that if you want to, it's not compulsory that you have to go to a hairdresser's training school if you want to, but it's not compulsory for you to be registered, and it's not compulsory for you to go to a hairstylist school.
Wow. Wow. Here we got various hours, right? We get taught out of the same book. Every state teaches out of the same book, right?
Yeah.
Same textbook because it's the only program. So it's the same textbook, right? And each state got different hours for qualification. Like in Virginia, I had to go for 1,500 hours, right? Down in Florida, you can go for 1,100 hours.
Oh, I
Over in
see.
Georgia, you can go for 1,200 hours. Up in Tennessee, you can got to go for 800 hours. Same book. How? You can't explain that, can you?
No.
It doesn't make any kind of sense, does it? And now check it out. If
Yeah.
you go from one state to the next state,
Yeah.
you sometimes have a difficult time transferring your license. It's like I'm licensed here in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Virginia says, hey, you passed this test, you've been getting your license, you did this, you have a business, you are certified hairdresser, right?
Uh-huh.
And I be a hairdresser here in Virginia. So now I got to go to South Carolina. I'm way up here on the list in Virginia. I'm an instructor, right?
Yeah.
I can teach. Been teaching for 20 years, right?
Okay.
I go to South Carolina. South Carolina says, we do not recognize you as a teacher of cosmetology and barbering. We are only going to give you the operational license. So you're only going to be a barber and a cosmetologist for the next year. And then when you go to get your license renewed, we will give you your instructor's license. So I'm going, what that got to do with anything? I'm an instructor here in Virginia for doing it for 20 years. They're going, no, that's not our procedures. I'm going, y'all stupid. Stupid. Doesn't make sense. I can understand one thing. All you got to do is pay let's say every state had $150 license transfer fee. everybody can do it. Everybody pay it. Doesn't matter. I am here. I am a instructor. Here's my license transfer fee. Give me the license for your state now. Bam. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
a haircut in Virginia is the same haircut in South Carolina.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
take my clippers from here to South Carolina. I do the same haircut, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that I gotta go through hoops just to appease the system. System is flawed.
So this is in every state, is it?
Every state. And if you go
Okay.
to California, if you don't have 1,500 hours, you got to go back to school for 300 more hours. Don't care how long you've been doing here in any other state. If you got a state that had 800 hours, then you got to get your license in California. You got to have 1,500. So you got to go back to school for 700 hours. Go take the test, the written and the practical over, just to appease them, and then they'll give you your license. Stupid. Stupid. Just stupid. It make you look stupid when you do stupid stuff that rational thinking would tell you it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Imagine being a chef and every time you go from France to Germany, you would have to go back to school to learn how to cook German. Then you got to go to school again and learn how to do it all over. No, you was a chef. A sweet potato pie is a sweet potato pie. Bratwurst is bratwurst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ham is ham, chicken is chicken. You put the season on as you want to put on it, right? So you call me chef in France, I'm a chef in Germany, I'm a chef in Greece, I'm a chef in USA. And every state I go to, I shouldn't have to do nothing but go and get my chef certification certificate. That's it. I don't need to go back to school for crap. You feel me?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So imagine some schools do that for dental hygienists. You know what a dental hygienist is?
Yes. Yeah.
If you leave one state like Virginia and you go down to South Carolina, they don't recognize your certificate. You got to go back to school for like 9 months of doing after working in the field for 3 years. You got to go back to school for 9 months to appease their requirements. Stupid.
But a dental surgeon, dental assistant, you know, that is stupid what you're saying, because this a dentist is a dentist.
That's right.
So it
That
is
is
stupid going
absolutely right.
right. It is silly going back to the but going back to college to retrain for in this other area, and then you have to retrain in another area. So is there anything you can actually do about it? Can't you lobby? Can't you
They
make a
got a they
complaint?
got a board that you got to petition, man, and it's just stupid. It's political. It's political. That's all it is. Somebody got to be in control. I'm going. How can you establish a regulation that is not uniform in the same field? Imagine being an electrician and everywhere you go, you got a re-electrician. I got to go back to school for 8 months because I moved from Tennessee to Georgia. Now I got to go to school for 8 months because I moved from Georgia to South Carolina. Now I got to move from South Carolina to North Carolina, and North Carolina required me to be an electrician. I got to go back to school for 2 years. I'm going stupid. And if you are a barber in Virginia and you move to North Carolina will not give you your license. You got to go to a 2 year apprenticeship training under the instructions of a licensed barber for 2 years, and then you got to take the test. But you could have been doing hair up here in Virginia for the last 15 years and never had a complaint. Had your own shop, had mega customers, but you moved to North Carolina. Now you got to go work for under somebody for 2 years
Oh,
to say
okay.
you know how to be
Okay.
a great barber.
Okay.
Stupid.
Yeah. So, okay, what about this one? Can you have um a salon in one state and in another state? So, how do you go about doing that if you want to?
Yeah, you can have it. You just got to have a person there that is a manager, and everybody under them got to be licensed. So that's an enterprise, LLC.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
chain salons. So you can establish your own chain. You can
Mhm.
put yourself in as many states as you want.
So that's called an LLC. That's an enterprise, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Mm.
And the worst thing about it, you can't find good help.
Mm.
We got these places called salon plazas. What they are nice. They are shops where you can go in there and set your chairs up, and you can have your own little shop, private salon, right?
Yeah.
But you got to have a manager that take the money. You gotta have a manager. You gotta have somebody to clean it up, keep it clean, because the hallways are your responsibility.
Uh-huh. I see.
And the equipment, the lights, the leaks, the runs, the errors, the dealing with the people
Mm.
every day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you got to make sure all that is right.
Hmm. So if you own a franchise, how are you gonna go about doing that? Because I have seen, with these franchises. I mean, is it easy to have a
No, it
hairdressing
ain't easy
franchise?
because good help is hard to find. You can't find 10 good people want to do the same job you want done. Can't do it. Everybody want to shortcut you. Everybody want to do it like this. Everybody got attitude. Everybody expecting to make this great money, but they're not coming to do the job, or they don't have the skills. It's like where I work. We deal with Marines, right? We get
Yeah.
Marines in and got to get Marines out. Marines
Mm.
have 10, 15-minute lunch breaks, right?
Yeah.
They have 45-minute lunch breaks. So in that 45 minutes, they got to try to get their hair cut and eat, right?
Yeah.
Go handle a little bit of business here and there, right? Before they go back to
Hmm.
work. And so we can't find somebody that can cut hair in 5 to 8 minutes for a Marine. A haircut is the same haircut. Okay? If you do the same haircut enough, you should be able to speed up and do that haircut in 8 minutes. Right? Doesn't matter. I can do a haircut in 8 minutes. Doesn't care which kind it is. Flat top. Flat top would take me 10 because I gotta get it nice and level. But the rest of the fades, I can do in 8 minutes. Right? So that lets a Marine know they can come in the shop and be out the shop in 20 minutes at best. 10 to 15 minutes. Get wait in line, we get you in and out. But we can't find nobody that can do that. They want to take 30 minutes, 40 minutes on a haircut. No, 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 no. You're not going slow. And if you do it the right way, it's going to come off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you make money. You can't make money doing only 8 people a day. There's nobody
Oh.
gonna go to you when they see you taking 30 minutes. Can't do it. So that's the reason why I don't have my own salon because good help is hard to find.
Hmm.
Absolutely a nightmare. Many people are crying.
Hmm.
They're going, holy cow, what happened to us, man? What happened to us?
Well, as a mobile person, do you have insurance?
Yeah, I have insurance.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You gotta have insurance. Business insurance is a must.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta can't people will sue you just for giggles, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time to be sued.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get off here because
Yeah.
I'm way past my hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate you. I followed you, I think. Let me make sure I followed you. I'm following you.
You are?
Yeah, I'm following you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I might be your only follower. No, I ain't your only follower. You got 103 followers. So
103.
yeah. So I followed you. I'm following in the next guy, Undeniable Ampin. He only has 2 followers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm on here nightly around
Mm-hmm.
6:30.
Yeah. What time is it with you? 6:30.
Huh?
What time is it with you?
It is 8:06.
Is this
So
morning or
evening,
oh
PM.
evening? Okay.
How many? What time is it there?
Right now it's 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah, in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
we are 5 hours difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. But what we need to do, we can hook up here any night. Feel free to stop in. I'm here
So
nightly, 6:30,
yeah, are you every day or
every day, every day,
oh every day?
6:30. And I'm really calling out all of my family members who have hit me up on my 23andMe, hoping they call in so they can trip out and say, "Hey, man, I didn't get to tell you, but do you know who the boxer Muhammad Ali is?
Yeah.
I'm his cousin.
Are you?
Yeah, he's my fourth cousin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So stuff like that. You should know your people. You should know your people.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do a DNA just to see your folks, man. You never know. You could have this is what happened with me since I don't have any kids, right?
Yeah.
If I was to pass away, let's say something happened to all of my other kids, all of my family members, some person that is related to me will get my estate because that's how it works in America. They find the person closest to you in your family. Doesn't matter. Could be
Yeah.
your fourth cousin niece that you have never seen in your whole life, and you could have $5 million in the bank, and that fourth cousin niece that you never seen just got your $5 million because she's the first closest contact in your DNA. Ain't that amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So it is important to know your family so you can at least you might find somebody might find you or somebody you might find somebody like you don't have kids but you can have a great little one of your family members could introduce you to their kid and you can go, little Jimmy, I'm gonna just love you to death and follow
Mm-hmm.
him and give him stuff and tell him how good they are and when you pass if you don't have any kids he can be your heir you know
Mm. Yeah. Right. Is it your Muhammad Ali's cousin?
yeah.
Right. So the next time I tune in, I'd like to hear some stories. Did you meet Muhammad Ali?
No, I never met him. I just found out who I'm related to and who I am as a person 6 months ago. I'm
Oh.
Nigerian via Egypt. I am the grandson of King Ramesses III.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So you must be the grandson. You must be the great great grandson because King
right.
Ramesses the
Great
third
great
is
great great grandson. However many
that's
greats
it.
there are, one of his
Uh-huh.
sons had
Mm-hmm.
me, and
Mm-hmm.
he's my grandfather.
Uh-huh. My goodness. So you have quite a long history.
Yeah,
Right, I see. So from
just
Egypt to Virginia.
yeah, wasn't just slaves.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh dear.
Wow. So, you
Have
know,
you thought have you ever thought about writing your biography?
no, no.
No?
I don't read books because people's lives are not important to me, and I wouldn't read about nobody's life.
Uh-huh.
And so, your life is your life. You give me a couple of sentences of your life, and I'll be like, "Wow, okay, that's it. I don't need to know no more."
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody got a story.
Mm, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But anyway, uh, I would love to find as many of my family members as possible
Mm,
and just go. We ain't
mm-hmm.
got to do anything for each other. Imagine one of your family members could have a traveling agency, and they
Mm-hmm.
say, "Look, man, I can give you the family discount. pay for everything 25%. You get to go anywhere in the world because we got this big sales and stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
So do you?
how I look at it. It's all
Mm.
about who you
So
know.
yeah, you've got here family hookup. So is your next show going to be family hookup or something else?
That's it. The whole topic is going to be family hookup,
Oh, okay.
and I'm begging people to hook up with their families because I
Okay.
don't want you to date your cousin. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
your child to bring they fiance to the family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same family reunion. The boy said, "I'm bringing my reunion. I'm bringing my fiance to the family reunion, ma." And the girl say, "Hey, Dad, I'm bringing the family. I'm bringing my fiance to our family reunion." And it's the same family reunion. That's wrong, ain't
Mm.
it? All right.
Yeah.
So I would like to say thank you and go ahead and sign off. Okay.
Yeah, I will. And see you next time. So you're gonna be on tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6:30 ish my time.
Okay. So
So what time is it there?
well, it's 1 o'clock here, so I'll follow you. And usually, they send some kind of a thingy to say
Mm-hmm.
that so and so is on. So I'll follow you and see
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah, and
Okay. Well,
it's
thank you for
yeah,
following me tonight. Appreciate you.
yeah, it's been great, talking to you because some of these people on Podbean, not always do they like you to call in. So it's very nice that you've allowed me to call in as
I
well.
love call-ins. Get a
Mm,
friend. Let's talk.
yeah.
I don't want
Mm,
to just sit here and type. That
yeah.
ain't a show. Let's talk.
Mm.
I want to talk about your family because I'm here to tell you mine have just tickled me. I be begging mine to call in so I can talk to them because we know I
Yeah,
never went past my grandparents.
yeah,
That's as far as I've got. My grandmother on my dad's side and my grandmother on my mom's side. My great grandmother was senile when I met her.
uh-huh,
So
yeah,
we can't go with that.
mm,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, dear. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Great pleasure. Thank you.
If you
So,
want to follow me on Facebook, you want my real name?
what's your real name?
I'll type it in.
Type it in.
I have a rooster as a profile picture. So that's how you'll find me. Okay? I have a
Okay.
red and white rooster as a profile picture. Okay?
Okay. So, let's see.
So find
Mm.
me, follow me, friend request
Oh,
me, and
okay. So what are you on Facebook? What are you on Facebook?
that's my Facebook name, my real name.
Willie C. Harris. That's you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Look for a red and white rooster.
Red and white rooster. Okay, so this is what I should look for on Facebook.
That's my profile picture.
Okay, all right.
All right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let me go.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
yeah,
Look,
and
look.
have a nice rest.
Yeah. Okay. Countdown. All right.
Thank
10,
you,
Yeah.
Lord.
9,
All
8,
right.
7,
Bye
6,
bye.
Bye bye.
5, 4, 3,
Three,
2, 1.
one. Peace. Boom.